campaign went from burgers are better with Pepsi to rum is better with Pepsi. Back to Steve on Sticky Sales Stories. And listen, guys, we did an episode recently on Kit Kat and their Little Breaks campaign, and it was such a good campaign, and then they ruined it. And Pepsi also did a campaign very, very, very similar where they hid their logo in other people's logos, but they did it specifically because they were kind of tired of always losing out to Coca-Cola at the restaurants. So at the Burger Kings, at the Wendy's, at the McDonald's of the world, where their beverage was just being missed, they were missing sales. Anyway, they decided to run billboards in front of those restaurants where their logo was folded origami style into the wrapper or bag from that company. And then they took a picture of it and they just put the words better with. They didn't say their name. They just had their logo that was all folded. They didn't ever said their name, which I thought was brilliant because this is what we wanted from Kit Kat, which was to never ever release the magic. Just let it happen. They didn't use their name, just their logo folded into. So again, folded into, is it perfect? It's not perfect. It's close to perfect. And then they put a little circle around it. So we've been seeing this. Steve, is this a better use of that sing mystery style?
Oh yeah,
Figure it out on your own.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because I think the reason why I think it works is, first of all, the circle is the Pepsi logo, and they had the because where they could have blown it would be the whole thing of, well, yeah, but people might not realize that's the Pepsi logo.
Yeah, better with Pepsi.
Right. And oh, we got to put the Pepsi name in. They still left enough to this that somebody, there was still a little bit that need to be figured out on it. And it was kind of fun how it was also a little bit tongue-in-cheekish. The ones right next to McDonald's,
like Burger King, if they didn't have a billboard that was close, they hired one of those mobile digital billboard companies. So the guy would drive into the parking lot.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Because I saw one of Wendy's like that. I mean, that's bold and cheeky, like you said, which I thought was pretty good. And listen, Pepsi's always been bold and cheeky. They've always been the Pepsi Taste Challenge, and they always did it against Coke. They love going. But what I liked about this one is they never brought up Coke in any of these. They never actually had to use their competitor's name. I mean, we talked about this for Smirnoff's, screwed up recently, or not recently. We talked recently about how Smirnoff screwed up by bringing up their competitor's name or referencing their competitor at all, because all you're doing is advertising your competitor. Oh, if they're that good that you have to go against them, then let me go try. This campaign did a really good job. And what I loved about this campaign was that they did it because they wanted to get their drinks into more restaurants. They wanted to get Pepsi sold at more restaurants. And it ended up, and I can't remember, maybe I'll find it for the comments, but there was 2 or 3 or 4 restaurant chains that picked them up afterwards.
Oh, is that right?
Started.
Wow,
So
that's
Coke.
cool.
That's better than getting one person to go and buy a Pepsi. That's so much better, because that means that everybody that goes to that restaurant chain, if they really like that restaurant chain, they were gonna go and buy that drink. So it worked so well. But my favorite part is this, and I didn't share this with you, and I held it because I wanted you to be a little bit surprised. They also did this because it worked so well for them. They had social media engagement, that everything that they wanted from it. It worked so well that then they decided to do it with alcohol brands. They went to Bacardi, and they
Oh my God.
go into a Bacardi.
So instead of a rum and Coke,
The campaign went from burgers are better with Pepsi to rum is better with Pepsi.
nice.
And they did it, but they used the same technique. They didn't spell it out. They didn't say rum is better than Pepsi. They just said better with. They had a Bacardi logo. They had a Captain Morgan logo, and
Right.
then they folded their logo into that origami style. And here, there's a video, and we're just gonna play clips of it, where this is years ago. This is like 5-6 years ago. And what they did was they then said, "Hey, the success of the campaign was so good that we're gonna show you the behind the scenes of the folding of the origami." Like, they were really proud of how they made it work. I was blown away with it was very anti-Pepsi. It was very not the way Pepsi did it. Pepsi even screwed up this year by having doing an ad campaign with the polar bear from Coke. Like, that, to me, that's a screw up. They're bringing up their competitor. I think that's wrong. You should never do it. Stand on your own. This campaign went against their competitor where it hurt them, without ever mentioning them once. So that made me feel really good, because it was smart. It was tactful. Like they was patient. like we talk about, advertisers aren't patient. They want it now. And they let it play out. And then years down the road said, hey, and this is what we did.
Right.
They got to use other brands' logos, which I thought was pretty, when you talk about brand equity, that's pretty smart play. And then they put it in places where it actually hurt their direct competitor, which is Coca-Cola. Anyway.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I really,
To me, the hard one to crack. Like, look, they're both hard to crack. You're getting a chain to try to change who they're carrying. But the other one is the rum one, just because it's so much the lexicon of language of rum and Coke.
Oh, right. Well, and it was such a powerful movement that they actually had on social media people going, yeah, I like Pepsi better. So they had like a Burger King cup and somebody was pouring their Pepsi into the Burger King.
Oh my God, that's great.
Right? Right? They had their McDonald's. You could see their McDonald's on the table, and then they had a bottle of Pepsi, like one of the new shaped bottles of Pepsi on the thing. It got
Nice.
what they wanted, which is people saying, I identify with you.
Yeah, cool.
And that's what marketing, that's what good marketing is supposed to do. It's supposed to allow the consumer to identify as, yeah, you're my brand. And they did, I thought in spades they did it. I mean, they had the ad budget to do it, so it was good. But did it in spades.
and here's the other clever thing that they did that I just dawned on me that I like with that better with positioning is if you're a fan of McDonald's, you like McDonald's.
Correct.
So all they're saying is your McDonald's meal that you already like will be better. Your Bacardi that you already like will be better. So in other words, I'm actually partnering with the thing you already like and just saying, hey, I know you like this thing and I love that you like this thing. We're just going to make this thing you already love better. There's an interesting little deep piece of psychology there.
Okay, but it also does one other thing. So yes, I'm honoring your likes and your loves. What
Yes.
you're allotting to.
Yes.
I love that. But you know what it also does is if you normally were drinking vodka and Coke, or sorry, rum and Coke, vodka and Coke. If you're drinking rum and Coke already,
If you're drinking
it says
vodka.
better with Bacardi, because Bacardi's my drink, and it says better with Bacardi, it's a challenge. Like game on.
Right.
It's actually calling them out, saying like, hey, listen, if you normally drink it with Coke, you might as well try with Pepsi because we believe it's better with Pepsi. Don't
Might
like
cause
it.
you to try it once. That's very interesting. Very
Right?
interesting. But you know what vodka and Coke actually is? It's an absolute Coke.
It's an absolute Coke reference. Oh my God. Pepsi, brilliant job, guys. The campaign was brilliant. You guys did it right. You didn't let go of the magic until you
No.
were much down the road. Everybody
Yeah.
already knew what you were doing. You had your people follow. Like, hats off, and we really appreciate what you guys did there because I can honestly
was
say I'm
great.
not a big fan of all of your advertising. This campaign killed it. Knocked it out
Really
of the park.
good. Really,
Good.
really good. And look,
Good job.
successful. Good for them.
Sticky Sales Stories. Keep watching.